Alright, hello internet, Wolfman Doom Gaming here, and welcome back to Grand Theft Auto Online. Um, just a quick thing for those of you who, when you're watching this video, which will be tomorrow, um, will be December 17th when this comes out. I did do a little live stream last night. The quality is just not good looking anymore. I don't know why. Like, I thought my streams were like good looking, and they aren't. They look like a hot mess. I'm not not trying to like. They are so screwed up anymore, and I don't know why. And that's why I'm like I like doing live streams, and I know I'll lose a bunch of subs, and I'm gonna get a bunch of views, and like all that. I understand all that. I really, really, really do. Trust me. But the quality of what I'm releasing isn't what I want to release. You know, I'm not trying to make jokes about it. I'm not trying to be all like, oh, like, be all funny about it. I'm trying to be actually serious. I'll always work on it. I'm going to keep trying to figure out what the hell's wrong with it. I do like live streaming. It's one of my favorite things to do. But if I can't make a good quality video for you guys or a good quality stream, then it's like, what's the point? I'd rather take the time and make a video and upload it and edit it and all that. I don't know. It bugs me internally. It really does. It really does bug me to no end that the one thing I enjoyed doing was reaching out to you guys in a live term, and for some reason something is not letting me do it anymore, and I don't know if it's my computer. You know, is it something else? Is it? I don't know. That's the thing. I don't know what the hell's wrong. And people are like, "Oh, that looks fine." And I'm like, "It looks fine to you." Like, this recording I'm doing, this looks fine. That's the other thing too. I was reading up on about like stream, trying to figure out what was wrong. But like, if I do an HD stream, a lot of you guys that don't have good internet might not even get to notice it. So what's the point? You know? If I can make a video and release it in high quality, anybody can watch it regardless of their internet, unless of course it doesn't work or it's just really slow and it. But you know, that's kind of the point of releasing a higher quality, is you can dumb it down to a lower quality. You know? But streaming, the stream only goes at, if I'm doing it at high quality, it only releases at high quality. It will only be a 1080p stream. So then it's like, why not just, you know, do a recording and, you know? This is just something I've been really struggling with, and I know it sounds kind of dramatic, but I really do enjoy live streaming. I really do. I find it very fun and very enjoyable, and it's nice to do. And I'm not against doing recordings. It's just, I don't know. It just doesn't. It's not the same because you guys aren't watching. But at the same time, I'm more relaxed. I can have more fun with it, and in so many ways, a recording is better than a live stream, but not always. So I was like I said before, the recording's gonna be at a higher quality. I can release a recording at a higher quality, and it won't be messed up unless, of course, I have a setting off or something has gone horribly wrong. The video will look just like the gameplay, which is what I strive for. Like I said, personally for me, I feel more relaxed. I feel having more fun with it because I don't feel as pressured to say things or not saying things. And if I don't say things, I can just cut out the part that where I don't talk. You know? Where it's like if I'm doing a stream and I just sit there in complete silence, and I'm not very animated, I'm sorry to say. I'm not that kind of person that can make what the funny is non-stop. No, wrong. Don't misunderstand me. I can talk. I can talk people's ears off. Like, this is why I like making videos, because, well, part of it is because I can be animated. I can be a very talkative person and bring up a lot of good subjects that people may not think of or think of in a way that I see them. By the way, this was an update that came out yesterday. So I mean, right there, it's like there's a couple pluses to doing recordings. Obviously, the minus to doing recordings is I won't get as many likes, I won't get as many views, and I won't be able to talk to you guys. But at the same time, too, I feel like people have gotten too accustomed to me streaming, and they don't. Some people feel like they don't have to be here because they can feel like they just kind of ride wherever they want to, and it's like. And plus, sometimes too, when I play a certain game and I don't want hints, and you guys are insistent on giving hints. You know, I mean, hell, when I played Breath of the Wild and I began and I had to not look at the screen so I wouldn't get spoilers. And that right there is like, if I'm that worried about it, then why don't I just do a recording? You know, like, there's so many things like that it's like, you know, and then, I mean, with this here, I am playing Grand Theft Auto Online. I really am, but I'm also trying to explain, I'm trying to get a point across to you guys. I'm trying to have you understand, you know, why I have switched and why I probably will switch, probably pretty permanently. Like I said, if I can figure out what the hell's wrong with the streams and figure out how to get them, I mean, the streams will never be high quality. They'll never look like this. Because, from what I understand, to YouTube, Twitch, they throttle your connection. Not throttle, that's the wrong word. They hold it back. So unless you're a partner on Twitch or you're a partner on YouTube, just call them partners, your streams will never get their entirety across. Now I'm sure there is ways to do a stream that's pretty damn near perfect. It probably involves having a really high-end PC, which my PC isn't horrible, but I don't know if it's that high-end to do it. Hey, I'm back. And I know a lot of you like my live streams, and a lot of you are going to be disappointed that I'm not doing it as much. And I liked doing streams because, you know, not a lot of people did streams every day. And I thought, man, I could stick out. But that's the other thing, too. I mean, I've gotten pretty high. Don't get me wrong. My numbers have increased higher than I ever thought possible. But at the same time, I don't have the fan base to back it up. And I'm not trying to sound ungrateful. I'm just more confused. How do I have almost 100 subs, but there's nobody here? You know, I have my normal people. I have Sarah and I have Shadows, and I might have the few that pop in here and there. You know, that like Scarlet will pop in. You know, a couple of people will just, they'll pop in here and there, and they stick around for a few seconds, and then they leave. You know, Sarah might say, but I feel she's gotten, and I'm calling you out, Sarah, I feel that you've gotten bored with the streams. I mean, which is fine. You don't want to be here, that's fine. You know, and, you know, free will and all that. People can do what they want to, and you don't have to watch me every day. Don't feel like you have to. And like I said, I'm just more confused in the fact that how I'm at this big of a channel and there's nobody here. Anyways, let's go and doing a live performance from Moody, man. Live performance. Fair enough, can cost money, I swear to God. Ill. What it says. Favorite front desk after the music. Yeah, I don't really care about that.
Good to see you.
150. Jesus Christ, man.
Okay, I'll need your entry.
Better be freaking worth it. Now, I had the music turned off because I don't know what's copyright. So this is this is kind of underwhelming. It's cool though. I do like it. It does have a good vibe to it. It feels like a. Well, I've never been in a nightclub. I've never really been out, but from the shows I've seen and the TVs I've seen, this does look like a nightclub. I mean, either that or a seizure waiting to happen. All the flashing lights. I'm not really a party person. I never really have been. I'm very much a loner. And that probably doesn't surprise a lot of people. What's the ping for? Yeah, I was walking by also. I was like, ping! And I was like, what? But I mean, people may be like, oh, he's a loner? Well, like, I've never been good with people. I just don't really, hold left trigger toe dance. Okay, that's a little weird. Not bad though. I mean, good place to come with friends and hang out and, you know. Sorry it's so quiet. Like I said, I'm not getting a copyright claim and potentially a copyright strike. So you can. Hey, you just said, maybe on a dance board, you can still die. You just lied to me, game. It literally said you can dance wherever you want to. That was stupid anyways. And I dance out here. I almost punched the gird. Right back in. Nothing happened. It's fine. New guard? Oh, there's no one here. Give me dirt bike. So yeah, I mean, it's gonna be what it's gonna be. I'd rather release a higher quality for you guys and have a better video, you know, have more fun with something rather than releasing crap that no one can watch. And I know people say the videos, the streams look fine, but they don't look fine to me. And it's like, I'm very proud of the fact I have like 540 something videos. And it's like, but if half of them are garbled, well, not. Don't get me wrong, all right? I understand what's going on, all right? The videos don't look horrible. They just don't look good. Like I said, this looks good. This is how it should look. Everything is all nice and pristine and clean and cut. You know, you can see each object, how it looks. Everything just looks proper. When I record or stream, the quality quickly goes away and it doesn't look right. And to most people, they wouldn't know the difference because they don't know what maybe proper HD looks like. Maybe they don't care, you know. But you know, if I'm making videos, like I said, that's the other thing too. I mean, not to, you know, cut myself off, but I like being a content creator. That's the biggest thing. I like making content and playing games and having fun and showing you guys different games and showing you my skills and showing you many places you never been to and showing you games you may not want to try and you're like, oh, that's pretty cool. You know, and I know I may not be the most exciting person on YouTube. I'm sure there's worse than me, but you know, I'm sure I am very dull and boring. But you know, I try my best. I try to do what I can. I try to offer a decent experience. But like I said, my way of doing things has always been different. It's just how I am. I don't follow the norm. I don't do anything that most people do. I play differently. I always have. I always will because it's just part of my personality. You know, I've seen people who can get into like a war game, who can play like COD or something like that, or Modern Warfare, and they get so into it, and they think they are, you know, excellent. A lot of them are. A lot of them are so good because they spend so much time doing it. You know? But for me, it's like, it's a game. That's all it is. And I can get good with any game. Well, not any game, but I can get good with most games. And I can play most games. But my playstyle is always, I'm more relaxed. I like having fun. I also like exploiting the game and seeing what kind of trouble I can make. Because to me, that's also the fun is, oh, Jesus, see, like that. Like, you know, like, just to see how good the developers did in terms of, like, what kind of world they made and how does it react to you. Most people wouldn't care about that. They're just like, oh, hey, the car hit me and my bike flew off like in real life. You know, for me, it's like, how long can I go before that happens? I know it's going to happen, you know. You know, and then that's fine, you know. That's what makes the world go round, is different aspects and different ways of looking at things. This is why there's different games, different movies, different genres of music, because there's different people in the world, and everybody sees things a different way. Hello! Wow! And, you know, and that's just the way the world is. And is the way I play completely different? No. Is it out of the ordinary for most people? Yes, I do think my playstyle is not normal for most people. But I'm sure there's people who are just like me who are very la-di-da, who can get into a game, who can beat a game, but ultimately they want to have fun with it. And depending on how into it I am, like, I might play a game, I might get really absorbed into it. And I am so focused on the story and playing it and beating it. I was at with Assassin's Creed 2. I was so into it. I was so enthralled in it of, like, what's going to happen. I know that, you know, my guy lives because that's how, you know, Desmond came about. But it's like, how does that happen, you know? And I got very involved in the world. And, you know, and that's fine. But sometimes I'm not involved in the game at all. You know, it's like, you know, they're trying to have this grand story, and they're like, okay, we gotta take this shipment of cargo to the eastern bay of Guadalfasara, you know, something weird, you know, something fancy. Colonel Sanders is trying to stop us from delivering, you know, like, you know, and they make it sound this whole grand thing. You're the lone soldier trying to stop it and blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, okay, cool. Do I care at all? Or some people may be like, oh, this is awesome, man. I'm the lone soldier, you know, I love this, you know, and then again, that's fine, you know. That is fine to do. Like I said, there's different genres of different things because there are different people in the world who don't see things the same way. Some of us see in black and white and see things for as they are. Some of us see in color and see things for everything. Some of us choose to not see the world for what it is and want to get lost in the game because we rather have a fun experience. And some of us like to push the game further because we want to know more. You know? There's people who just love playing a game and just seeing how much they can break it. And that's all they do. There's people who like playing the story, and it's all they'll ever do is they'll play the story and they'll beat it, and they'll, you know, there's people who are completionists who have to get every little trophy. There's people who don't care about trophies, like me. I'm not a completionist. You know, and that's, I think, the best thing about video games is that, you know, there really is something for everybody. And in a game like this, you know, Grand Theft Auto isn't a game for everybody because not everybody likes killing people. And yes, there are people who see it differently from a shooter. You know, with this, you're a criminal. You're doing criminal acts. You're killing random people because for fun or they have money. You know, you're not doing anything noble. You're not doing anything right. You're doing things because you can. Where obviously compared to if you're playing a game as a soldier, what the hell? Did I say like graphic here? It was weird. You know, you're still killing people, but you're killing the enemy, quote unquote, because that's just the way the game is. You know, and people will see, like I said, they won't see the same thing. They'll be like, oh, some people will be like, oh, what's the difference? You kill people in Grand Theft Auto, and you're killing soldiers in a war game. What's the difference? And people will be like, well, you're killing innocent people. You're causing crime. It's like, okay, you're killing soldiers who believed in what they believed. They're not evil. They're only evil based on what you know, unless of course they're, you know, legitimately evil. But in an actual war game, you know how the war itself, there is no right and wrong. People will bring that up. It's like, you know, the people on the opposite team are fighting for what they believe to be right. They believe that you're the enemy. You know, they have families, they have wives and children they're trying to protect from you. But because of our culture, because of a lot of people's, basic lives, they don't see things in that light. And that's fine. I'm not saying that's wrong. You can play a game however you want to, And that's the way it should be, personally. And for anybody to be like, oh hey, you're playing that game wrong. It's like, okay, first off, fuck off. Second off, screw you. Third off, who do you think you are telling me how to enjoy my game? Do I come to you when you're watching a movie and because you don't watch the whole thing, or you're watching a movie wrong? When you're listening to a soundtrack, you're like, oh, I don't really like that song, and you skip it. If I come to you and be like, oh, well, you listen to the music wrong. It's like, don't be a judger. Don't be that person that's like, well, you're doing it wrong. Who the fuck cares if you're doing it wrong or right? Are you having fun? Are you, not them, are you enjoying yourself? If that's a yes, then fuck it. Who cares? And really, that's my philosophy with any game. Because like I said, my play style is different from most people. So the way I do things to have fun, most people might not agree with, find boring. And it's like, okay, cool. That's fine. That's all good and dandy. You don't have to agree with anybody. But don't immediately dismiss them as wrong, either. That's not fair either. And yeah, everybody's entitled to their opinion, but it doesn't mean that your opinion is the only one, and your opinion is the only one that's right. Because people have that mixed up too. People think because their opinion is technically right, that they immediately think they're right. And it's like, that's not how the world works. That's not how the world works at all. If everybody was technically right, there'd be nothing wrong. You would have had your $1 million mansion. You would have had that job you wanted if everything was all prim and proper and everything went the way it should. But you get screwed over. You get played. You get, somebody who's like more of a kiss ass gets a better position than you. And that's just the way it is. And I always say, my opinion is not the right opinion. I'm just offering you a different way to see things. If you choose to listen to that, cool. If you choose to take some of it to heart, awesome. But don't live on my words, because my words aren't right. What do I know? It's an idiot gamer. The only thing I think that I can say that people should do, and that deserve everybody, is to just be more open-minded about everything. That's the biggest advice I can give. Don't be closed-minded. There is so much to the world and so much to life and everything. If you only see things for what they are and not what they can be, then what's the point? Yeah, it's as profound as that was. I have done a whole lot of nothing in terms of actually Grand Theft Auto Online. Oh, Stacy and Karen ain't coming home tonight. their dads are gonna, their dad or their mom are gonna wonder where the hell they are. Why they never came home from work. And they're gonna see they're gonna get contacted by the authorities and be like, your daughter is dead. She was shot in the face by a random assailant. And the mother will be like, or the mother or the father will be like, well, how is that possible? She works in an office. Like, how did this happen? How did security not catch anything? And they'll be like, ma'am or sir, your daughter was a prostitute. She was working the streets. How devastating would that be? How horrible would that be if that actually happened? I'm sure it's happened. I'm sure it's happened. Unfortunately, I'm sure it's happened. Where, people have, young women have lied that they have these great jobs, which, in their eyes, they might. And I'm not condoning prostitution or any of that. I'm just saying, like, don't get me wrong. And they tell their parents, oh, I got this great job, I'm working overnights at whatever place they come up with in their heads, and they just tell them that lying, and they just live with it. And they never tell anybody the truth until they don't come home one night, and the parents find out that their little girl was out having sex for money. Like I said, I'm sure it's happened where young women have been, kidnapped or whatever, and just never came back home. Unfortunately, as sad as that is, it's also a part of life, Life isn't always glamorous. People seem to forget that part. People think that life's always supposed to be this happy thing where all your hard work, you're supposed to have it pay off one day, and you can work your life away. You can work until you're an old man, alone, with nothing to show for all your labor. And unfortunately, that's a reality too. You might lose everything. You might work your life away, and then something happens, and you can't work anymore. I'm not trying to get all like, I like getting philosophical. I'm not trying to cause issues. Everybody's lives are different, which goes back to our original topic on how, why there's different games and different movies, because everybody sees things in a different way. Alright, we'll do that real quick, then we'll get out of here. And we can do one actual mission before, well, not really a mission, it's a simulant thing, but it should give me enough experience so I can be at level 22. Now, I don't know if I've stated before, I am playing on the excuse me, PC version, just because I bought it a good long time ago, and I did have a proper PC to run it, so I just never did. And was recently my brother was like, "Oh hey, let's play GTA Online." And I'm like, "Oh yeah, I can probably play that on my PC." And here we are. It's funny. Alright.
What brings you in today?
Gotta sit back a little bit. I've been sitting forward for like half an hour, 40 minutes.
Good to go.
Shiny. And then Simeon's garage is all the way down here by the waterfront. So doing this will net me a nice little bit of experience and some money. As long as I can get the car there in one piece. I gotta wonder if people who ever played GTA, and just in general, and figured they had to follow the rules of the road. Because you look around and the game does feel very realistic. And well, the people who actually played the game, not knowing that it was a crime game, like, they just like, oh, this game looks neat, let's try this. And they started playing it and they realized, they were like, oh, red light gotta stop, green light go, and then like they're like, oh, why is the traffic moving? And then someone's like, you know, oh, what would they don't have friends? Or they don't look online, you know, like, I didn't know all this is probably, you know, I'm sure it's happened. Weird. He just did a legal procedure there. The notice of the game is that whenever you're trying to go somewhere, they'll start doing very weird things to hold you up. But that one car that just was like sitting in the road out of nowhere, or the one car that just made that U-turn out of nowhere. It's just like, why did they do that? Just to hold you up, just so you can crash into it and... We are taking our time, though. I don't know if actually if you're getting in there with a car holding a tag, will that mean more money? Or what? I don't know if I ever actually figured that part out. He just wants the car, I mean... But as we're looking, we're getting there in one piece. We're almost there. It was so easy to like fly with this car, or not literally fly, but because this car is like a super duper stupid fast car, so it's like you put the gas to the pedal and just burn rubber. Beautiful. Alright. As he makes that remark, the guy in here, I think it means that you've completed it properly. Nice. And we are now level 22. Pretty nice too. I've been trying to get to a higher level just because I wanted to, you know, get more stuff, and I'm playing on you know, a new game. I had to get back to, well, not where I was, but get somewhere decent. Over here, so I'll also go to the gun store real quick. I can purchase a sniper rifle. Now, I know people who are watching this might be like, "Oh man, he's playing GTA Online. Cool. Who's he playing against?" And he's like, "Oh, he's just playing by himself." No, it's better to play with himself. I know watching me play online, but offline is the most exciting thing in the world. I understand that, but like I said, I don't enjoy playing with people online because a lot of them cheat. A lot of them are better than me because they just don't have lives, and I would rather not waste my time going online and not having fun. I'd rather go offline and play by myself and still enjoy the game. A lot of people over here.
You got what's coming to you. Whatever. Whoa.
Oh, I thought that was coming to me, huh? Oh, I see. Oh, the shotgun. I see how it is. Alright. There, we got it.
I also sell a kit for filing off serial numbers. There's a weapon that'd part the Red Sea.
This guy's neat too. Don't need a suppressor. It's a freaking shotgun, I mean. Alright. Now, fortunately, when I played last night, I played a little bit late, so I never got a chance to, because the casino for spinning the wheel, you can only do it once a day, and I did it late last night. I did it like 9 o'clock. I did that, so kind of can't do it now. So I'll try again tomorrow. Let me know in the comments below what you think of me doing more recordings. Obviously, like the video, leave a like, subscribe. Please don't unsubscribe. And if people do, then so be it. You know. Unfortunately, I can't control everything. Alright. All that being said, I'm getting the heck out of here. Well, thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Have a good one.